Picture this. By next year, you could control your smart home just by thinking about it, monitor your health through your sweat instead of blood tests, and walk up mountains with the same effort as strolling on flat ground. These aren't futuristic fantasies. They're real technologies launching in 2026, and they're about to transform how ordinary people live, work, and thrive. Straight from the well of knowledge, we will be counting down the 10 most promising commercial and industrial technologies that will genuinely improve everyday life for regular folks around the world. From neural interfaces that read your thoughts to AI wellness coaches in your living room, these innovations are moving from laboratories to your local stores faster than you might expect. Neural control interfaces are finally becoming consumer reality. The breakthrough device leading this charge reads the micro movements in your jaw and facial muscles to control any connected device around you. Instead of reaching for light switches or fumbling with remote controls, you simply clench your jaw slightly and your smart lights respond. Tilt your head and your thermostat adjusts automatically. This technology uses incredibly sensitive air pressure sensors inside your ear canal, combined with facial gesture detection to translate tiny, unconscious movements into digital commands. For people with mobility challenges, this represents a genuine leap forward in independence. No more relying on voice commands that don't always work, or struggling with touchscreens and buttons. The entire connected world becomes accessible through subtle movements you're already making naturally. The current generation costs around $1,000 and requires some practice to master, but early adopters are reporting remarkable success rates after just a few days of training. The learning curve involves distinguishing intentional commands from casual movements, but most users find this easier than expected. Moving from the mind to the body, health monitoring is getting a complete overhaul through advanced biosensor technology. Traditional blood tests that require needles and lab visits are being replaced by continuous monitoring through your sweat. These new biosensor patches can track lactate levels, cortisol for stress monitoring, and glucose readings without any invasive procedures. Instead of getting snapshots of your health a few times per year, you get real-time data while your body is actually under stress or during exercise. The technology works through nanomembrane sensor systems that have been validated against clinical blood tests, so the accuracy matches traditional methods. For athletes, this means seeing exactly when your body shifts from efficient energy use to fatigue, allowing for precise training optimization. But the real game changer is how this expands beyond fitness. The same platform can monitor kidney health, detect early illness markers, and track recovery patterns continuously rather than reactively. When prevention becomes as simple as checking your phone's battery status, healthcare shifts from treating problems to preventing them entirely. The patches aren't reusable and only work when you're actively sweating. But for anyone serious about health optimization or managing chronic conditions, continuous monitoring represents a fundamental improvement over periodic testing. Physical assistance technology is taking a giant leap forward with wearable exoskeletons that don't look like robotic suits. The latest generation appears as a normal hiking backpack, but contains AI-powered motors that reduce physical effort by over 60%. This system uses dual motors and real-time motion recognition to provide synchronized assistance to your hip flexors. The AI learns your walking patterns and provides support only when your body needs it, not constantly. Users report that it doesn't feel like being pulled forward artificially, but rather like their legs suddenly have significantly more endurance. For people with mild mobility limitations, this technology extends how long they can stay active and independent. For outdoor enthusiasts, it means accessing trails and distances that were previously too demanding. A 60-kilometer range per charge makes this practical for full-day adventures without worrying about battery life. At $2,000, it's a significant investment, but when you consider the alternative costs of mobility assistance or the value of extended independence, the economics become compelling for many users. Wireless charging is finally becoming truly wireless through modular battery systems that eliminate the need for power outlets entirely. The latest innovation uses 3 detachable battery spheres, each containing its own high-capacity battery and wireless charging pad. When docked, they function as a traditional charging station. When undocked, each sphere becomes a portable wireless charger you can take anywhere. No cables, no wall outlets needed. The system provides over 20,000 milliamp hours of total capacity with 6 charging surfaces. What makes this practical is the active cooling inside each sphere, allowing sustained high-speed wireless charging without the typical heat-related slowdowns. You're no longer tethered to specific charging locations. Grab a sphere for meetings, travel, or anywhere you need reliable power. The estimated price of around $500 reflects sophisticated engineering, but when you calculate the replacement value of multiple chargers and power banks, the math works out favorably for heavy device users. Windows users have been envious of Mac trackpads for years, but that situation is finally changing with precision trackpads designed specifically for Windows optimization. The newest generation runs at extremely high polling rates, making cursor movement feel instantaneous rather than slightly delayed. Full 10-finger multi-touch support means every native Windows gesture actually works as intended. The entire surface clicks evenly using advanced haptic technology, eliminating dead zones and inconsistent response areas. The deep click system is particularly clever. Light pressure registers as a standard click, deeper pressure triggers right-click functions, and even deeper presses activate customizable actions. App-specific profiles optimize the experience for professional software like video editing, KD programs, and design applications. At $150, it's competitively priced against premium alternatives while offering superior customization options that Windows power users have been requesting for years. Audio technology is solving a problem most people have learned to tolerate: losing situational awareness when wearing traditional earbuds. Open-air earbuds use a clip-on design that sits just outside your ear canal instead of sealing it completely. This allows you to hear music, calls, or podcasts while remaining fully aware of traffic, conversations, or important announcements around you. The technology focuses audio directly toward your ear while minimizing sound leakage to others nearby. Battery life reaches 10 hours per charge, with 40 hours total using the charging case, so you're not constantly managing power. The design is water-resistant enough to handle sweat, rain, and daily wear without concern. You don't get the deep bass response of sealed earbuds, but voices remain clear and music sounds surprisingly full for an open design. These make the most sense for runners, cyclists, commuters, parents, or anyone who needs to stay alert while enjoying audio throughout the day. Portable cameras are reaching professional capability in remarkably compact form factors. The latest pocket-sized cameras weigh only 116 grams, while featuring dual camera systems with optical zoom and variable aperture control. The breakthrough feature is a square sensor format that shoots native vertical video at full quality, rather than cropping from horizontal sensors and losing resolution. Combined with 6K recording capability and 3-hour battery life, you get professional-grade footage in a device smaller than a candy bar. Built-in gimbal stabilization and 360-degree infinite panning delivers smooth footage that rivals much larger camera systems. The addition of advanced color science and professional video features makes this suitable for serious content creation, not just casual recording. The main drawbacks are the premium pricing around $500 and the complexity of professional features that casual users might find overwhelming. But for anyone serious about video quality without carrying camera banks, this represents a significant capability increase in an incredibly portable package. Phone stabilization technology is advancing beyond simple gimbals to create comprehensive production tools. The newest systems integrate directly with phone-native camera apps, rather than requiring third-party software, making face tracking, subject tracking, and framing adjustments work at the system level. Advanced subject tracking maintains framing even at high zoom levels, where most phone gimbals completely fail. The built-in teleprompter feature makes this exceptionally valuable for creators, presenters, and live streamers who need to stay on script without breaking eye contact with their audience. The system folds into an all-in-one tool combining gimbal, tripod, selfie stick, and power bank functions without requiring separate accessories. At under $200, it replaces a significant amount of gear while removing most of the friction people experience when trying to shoot better video content. The complexity of features requires some learning investment, and users who prefer simple phone-only shooting might find the added capabilities unnecessary. However, for anyone serious about video creation without professional camera equipment, this removes most traditional barriers to quality content production. The most revolutionary technology coming to homes represents a complete paradigm shift in personal wellness care. Advanced wellness pods use artificial intelligence, computer vision, and multiple sensor arrays to provide personalized stress relief and mental health support in complete privacy. Before entering the pod, contactless sensors scan heart rate, breathing patterns, skin temperature, and stress indicators using radar, thermal imaging, and edge AI processing. The system creates a complete biometric profile without any wearable devices or invasive monitoring. The pod then adjusts temperature, oxygen concentration, lighting, sound, and aromatherapy in real time, based on your physiological readings. But the truly revolutionary feature is an integrated AI mental health coach that provides natural language conversation and personalized guidance. All processing happens locally within the pod, ensuring your most sensitive mental health data never leaves your home. This addresses the critical privacy concerns that prevent many people from seeking traditional mental health support. The reality check is significant. This technology will likely cost over $10,000 based on the sophistication of the systems involved. It also requires dedicated space and represents emerging technology in AI mental health coaching. However, consider the implications. Personalized therapy available 24 hours a day in your home. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no judgment. When stress-related illness costs the healthcare system billions annually, a home solution providing immediate personalized support becomes incredibly valuable from both individual and societal perspectives. This isn't just a wellness device. It's preventive mental health care that adapts to your needs in real time, potentially catching and addressing stress and mental health issues before they become serious problems, requiring professional intervention. The technologies I've covered today share a common theme. They're moving complex, expensive capabilities from specialized facilities into everyday environments where regular people can access them. Neural interfaces, bringing thought-controlled devices to consumers. Continuous health monitoring replacing periodic lab visits. Physical assistance technology extending human capabilities. Advanced wellness care, moving from clinics to living rooms. These aren't incremental improvements to existing products. They represent fundamental shifts in how we interact with technology, monitor our health, enhance our physical capabilities, and care for our mental well-being. The timeline for widespread adoption varies, but every technology mentioned is either shipping now or launching within the next 12 months. Early adopters will pay premium prices and deal with first-generation limitations, but the core capabilities are proven and ready for market. What excites me most about this particular set of innovations is their focus on augmenting human capability rather than replacing it. These technologies don't eliminate human agency, they enhance it. They don't isolate people from each other, they help people engage more fully with their lives and communities. The neural interface doesn't replace human decision-making, it makes those decisions easier to execute. The health monitoring doesn't replace professional healthcare, it provides better information for healthcare decisions. The physical assistance doesn't eliminate exercise, it extends what exercise can accomplish. As these technologies mature and costs decrease, they'll become accessible to broader populations, potentially addressing some of the most persistent challenges in accessibility, healthcare, and quality of life for millions of people worldwide. The question isn't whether these technologies will succeed. The question is how quickly they'll become affordable and widespread enough to make a real difference in ordinary people's lives. Based on the development pace and early market response, that timeline is shorter than most people expect. What do you think about this wave of human augmentation technology? Are you excited about the possibilities? Or do you have concerns about how quickly we're integrating AI and advanced sensors into our most personal spaces? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this overview valuable, subscribe to stay updated on the technologies that are reshaping our daily lives in real practical ways.